So Waiting for Godot, the play, and it is said that uh, Waiting for Godot is one of the three greatest plays ever written. One of the three greatest plays ever written. So we may have questioned that which are the other two plays with which this play is put, or why would we say that this is one of the greatest plays ever written among the top three plays, how it can be put there. So this is said by William Hutchings. William Hutchings, William Hutchings, Hutchings, William Hutchings, Hutchings. If you have put the caption on, then I think you will get the correct word, William Hutchings. And in his book, which was published in 2005, Samuel Beckett's Waiting for Godot, a reference guide. In this book, he is comparing this play, or is trying to put that Waiting for Godot is one of the three greatest plays ever written. Now, on what ground he is comparing, and with which other two plays he is comparing this? The other two plays with which he is comparing this are Oedipus the Rex, Oedipus Rex by Sophocles. Sophocles' play, Oedipus Rex, and which was published in 5th century BC, 5th century BC. And another play is William Shakespeare's Hamlet, which is published in 1602. 1602. So these are the two plays, and the third one is the 20th century play by Samuel Beckett, performed in a very small theater in 1953. Well, let us see what William Hutchings is writing when he is saying that this is one of the three greatest plays. He writes in this book that over a half century ago, that is 1950s, theater goers and readers begin waiting.
Sir.
Sir, you are not audible.
Sir, you are not audible.
Sir, you are not audible. Sir. Sir.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir. Sir.
Yeah, now is it audible?
Yes,
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah, okay, audible now. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So he says that this play, people are waiting just before half a century about this play, and then say that people were talking about this play, trying to find the meaning of the play, the strangeness of the play. So now it rarely happens that something for entertainment is coming, and people are thinking about it. People are thinking about it. People are talking about the play, and this play was like a talk of the town wherever it was performed. Everywhere in the world it was talked about, and people were fascinated, people were perplexed, and people were provoked also. People were provoked to think about something after watching this play. Sometimes the arguments take place in theater lobbies after a performance, or on the way home after the play. Sometimes they occur in classrooms, and sometimes they occur in print. So this is how this play became something that people cannot escape their attention about talking about this play. Since the beginning of Western drama, William Hutchings is writing, since the beginning of Western drama, in the ancient Greece in the 5th century BC, 3 plays have generated more diverse interpretations, raised more profound questions, captivated more audiences' imaginations, and provoked more arguments than any other, or even, quite possibly, more than all other combined. Now, it is a very rhetorical statement that Hutchings is writing here. And it says that if you have a weighing machine, અને એક ત્રાજવામાં તમે વિશ્વભરના બધા જ નાટકો ઉપર થયેલી ચર્ચા મૂકો અને બીજી બાજુ પલ્લામાં તમે આ 3 નાટક મૂકો ખાલી, તો કદાચ આ 3 નાટક ઉપર થયેલી ચર્ચાઓ વધી જશે. આ 3 નાટક ઉપર થયેલી ચર્ચાઓ કદાચ વધી જશે. સામે વિશ્વ આખાના બધા જ નાટકો મૂકી દો તો પણ આટલી બધી ચર્ચાઓ આ 3 નાટક ઉપર ખૂબ થઈ છે. So what are those things? That 3 plays have generated more diverse interpretations, raised more profound questions, and captivated more audiences' imaginations than any other plays. The first, Sophocles' Oedipus Rex, also known as Oedipus Tyrannus or Oedipus the King, which was written in 5th century in ancient Athens. The second, William Shakespeare's Hamlet, was first performed in London, 1602. The third is Samuel Beckett's Waiting for Godot, which had its premiere in a very small theater in Paris in 1953. So one, 5th century BC, second in the beginning of 7th century, 1602, and third in the mid of 20th century, just after Second World War. Each of these plays has a seemingly endless ability to fascinate and to perplex its audiences, in part because its plot raises questions for which there can be no easy answers or final resolutions. Now, this is very important part. Why are these plays interesting? Because they are raising questions, and these questions are so perplexing that we do not have final answers to those questions. What we have is only interpretations, but no final answers. Well, this is what the play is meaning. We don't have final interpretation or answer of this plays there. That is why they are very interesting or very important. So what are these questions? What are the questions which are raised by this plays? First, from the Oedipus. Did Oedipus have free will in taking the actions that he did, even when he unknowingly killed his father? Or was his fate entirely determined or predestined by the gods? And this answer is very difficult to find. Oedipus, as you know the story of the Oedipus, the myth of Oedipus, that when he was born, it was given as a prophecy by the oracles that this child is going to kill his father and marry his mother. This is written in the destiny. Of this child. And that happens. He becomes the murderer of his father and he marries the mother unknowingly. Both the acts happen unknowingly. He is not knowing that he is killing his father. And he is not knowing that the queen of the king who is killed is his own mother. Yeah? So the question, did Oedipus have free will in taking the actions that he did, even when he unknowingly killed his father? Or was his fate entirely determined or predestined by the gods? Nobody can say it with surety whether it was this or that. We are talking about Sophocles' play, Oedipus the Rex. We are not talking about the myth of the Oedipus. Second play, Hamlet. Yeah? Is Prince Hamlet mad or is he not? Is he feigning madness or is he really mad? Is Prince Hamlet mad or is he not? Is the ghost that he sees real? The ghost of his father. He's facing the ghost of his father. Is that ghost real or is it not? Because he himself is doubting that evil spirits can take any shape. They can take the shape of my father also. And they may want me, they want to do something wrong through me. So I have to ascertain whether this evil spirit who is talking with me is really my father or not. So the question that remains with us, is he mad or not? Is the ghost real or not? If real, is it telling the truth or is it not? The ghost is telling that the father of Hamlet is killed by the uncle, by Uncle Claudius. Is he telling truth or not? And most strangely of all this is the third play. Most strangely of all is the third play. Why are these two tramps? Tramps, Badmas Rakhdu. Tramps means Badmas Rakhdu, Vladimir and Estragon. Why are these two tramps on this desolate landscape, waiting beside a tree, waiting beside a tree for Mr. Godot, whom they might not recognize, and who does not or may not arrive. Godot may never come, and even if Godot comes, they will not recognize because they don't know that how Godot appears to be. They don't know, they have never seen Godot. So even if Pozzo is arriving, Pozzo may be Godot, but they don't know. They don't know that Pozzo is Godot or not. So that is that concern, that they are waiting for somebody. They don't know who this buddy is, whether he is going to come or not. So very strange question, that why are they doing what they are doing? Why isn't much happening here? Why isn't much happening here? What's it meant to mean? What is the meaning of this waiting? What is the meaning of all this thing? That is, we don't know. So three plays, tremendous questions. Oedipus, whatever he's doing, is it his willpower or is it the power of God? Why everything is happening in that way? Second, is Hamlet mad or not? Is ghost real or not? What ghost says is true or not? And third, two tramps, Vladimir and Estragon, waiting for Godot, whom they don't know how he looks, and they don't know even if Godot will arrive or not. One reason for the three plays' continuing appeal is that each challenges its audience and its readers to think about profound questions. Why this play is appealing to everybody? Because it is challenging the audience. It is challenging the audience, readers, to think about profound questions about the nature of the world in which we live. It is all about the nature of the world, like nature of the world in which we live, about the meaning of life itself, and especially about how we know what we think. We know about the universe, about other people, and even about ourselves, So this profound questions, that is God controlling our destinies? Do we have any control over us? If God is controlling, what am I to do? What am I to do if destiny is written by gods? And if, like happens in the life of Oedipus, that it is written that he will kill his father and marry his mother. That is happening. He can't do away with that in the play, in the Sophocles' play. Remember last time we were discussing the plot. At that time we discussed this, that when the parents came to know that this child has this destiny, they are asking the soldiers to throw away the child, to kill the child and throw away. But the soldiers are not killing. They have a sympathy for a child. So they are just putting it in the forest, and somebody is taking the child, and the child thinks that my parents are living in a nearby village. So he always is trying to defy the destiny. Even when the oracles, Tiresias, comes and tells that this is what has happened, he says that, well, it is fine, but I am not the murderer of my father, because my father lives there. My father lives there, where he was not aware about who the real parents are. So how the striving of Oedipus on one hand and the destiny written by the gods on the other hand, what kind of conflict we do? Is what is the human predicament? If that is true, then what is the meaning of our existence? How can we know all these things, whether something is written about us by gods or not? Then our madness, this Hamlet's madness, the ghost, the talking, what is right, what is wrong. And ultimately even Hamlet thinks that even if ghost is right, even if my father is killed, if I have to kill uncle, then how am I better than my uncle? My uncle killed his brother, it is my father. So he is a bad person, but if I take a revenge and kill him, how better am I? So if I am equal with Claudius in my sinful act of killing somebody, then how am I having a moral uprightness to pass a judgment on somebody's bad? I am equal to that person. Then I do not have a moral right to pass a judgment on that, and by taking a revenge, I may not be a better person also. So that conflict of Hamlet, and here very strangely, why they are waiting for somebody whom they don't know, whom they are not aware about, why they are waiting for those things. They refer to the example the other day that many students they eagerly wait for passing UPSC, GPSC exams. We know that you can never do that. You can never do that. You don't have a caliber to pass UPSC, GPSC exams. You can pass a written exam, pre exams you can pass, mains also you can pass perhaps, because it requires writing. You don't have writing skills, and so you won't be able to pass the writing test. Detailed answers you have to write. You can pass multiple choice, the other, and even if you pass that, then there are oral interviews. You still don't know how to speak in a better way. Your concept clarity is not there. How can you pass? So that is that thing, and yet people keep on doing. Thousands of students without knowing their caliber, they keep on appearing in Sunday exams, Sunday after Sunday, they keep on appearing, but they don't work on development of those skills which are necessary. Even if they do, like lakhs of students are appearing in exam, and even 1 lakh students are very good in writing, in speaking, yet only few hundred are going to get selected. Never 1 lakh students. Never 1 lakh students can get selected, because there are no such positions at all that everybody can get selected. So in a simple exam, lakhs of students are appearing. Lakhs of students. એક નાનકડી પરીક્ષા ની જાહેરાત આવે સરકારી, તો લાખોની સંખ્યામાં લોકો એપ્લાય કરે છે. You know that none of them can do. That is the absurdity of our life that we have to face and we have to live. So each in its own way embodies issues that have vexed philosophers and theologians for years. Both philosophers as well as theologians. ધાર્મિક લોકો પણ આ બધા પ્રશ્નો સાથે જૂજી રહ્યા છે. ધર્મને પણ આ બધા પ્રશ્નોના જવાબ આપવા પડે છે, અને એ જ રીતે ફિલોસોફરને પણ. Oedipus Rex asks us to consider whether gods or humans are fundamentally in control of the world. Who are in control of the world, gods or humans? Whether we all have destinies that are inexorable, unavoidable, and preordained, whether these are circumstances in which we can or even should try to defy the will of the gods and edicts that they issue. Can we do that? ઈશ્વરો બધું લખતા હોય, ડેસ્ટિની લખતા હોય, અને ખરેખર ડેસ્ટિની જેવું હોય જે આપણે વાંચી શકતા નથી, તો આપણું જીવનનો મતલબ શું? What is the meaning of our life? And can we defy ઈશ્વરનું લખેલું? શું આપણે નકારી શકીએ? એ મોટો પ્રશ્ન આવે. With the willpower, if it is written that you are going to fail in MA, can I pass MA exam? If it is written you will pass, can I fail in MA? એ પણ પ્રશ્ન થાય કે આપણે નક્કી કરી શકીએ કે 10મા ધોરણમાં બધા માટે માસ પ્રમોશન નક્કી કર્યું, તો કદાચ આ લખેલું હતું કે તમે કોઈ 10મામાં ફેલ નહીં થાવ. આ ઈશ્વરનું લખેલું હતું એટલે કોરોના આવ્યો છે કે ભગવાને કહ્યું કે મેં આ બધાના ડેસ્ટિનીમાં લખ્યું છે કે તમે 10મામાં નપાસ નહીં થાવ, અને એ પાસ કરવા માટે શું એમણે કોરોના મોકલ્યો? તો કોરોના આવ્યો તો કેટલા બીજા લોકો મરી ગયા. તો શું આટલા લોકોને 10માં પાસ કરવા માટે આટલા બધા લોકોને મારવા જરૂરી હતા? How can we understand? How can we understand if it is because we all are connected. Our destinies are connected. Our willpowers are connected. Collectively we go and appear in one interview. સાથે બધા મિત્રો એક જગ્યાએ ઇન્ટરવ્યુ આપવા જાય અને ખબર છે એક જ જગ્યા છે, ત્યાં એક જ ટીચર સિલેક્ટ થશે અને આપણે 12 લોકો જઈ રહ્યા છે, 11 નથી સિલેક્ટ થવાના. તો એ જો પહેલેથી લખેલું હોય કે આ નોકરી આની છે તો બીજા 11 જાય જ નહીં. બીજા 11 શું કામ જાય? કોના નસીબમાં એ લખેલું? How can we know? Why it is not written in my destiny? Many questions. Inexorable, unavoidable, preordained circumstances of our life. And how can we solve? That are the questions that come from Oedipus Rex. Even today, we do not have answers. We have only questions, but we don't have answers about all these things. Hamlet similarly questions the kind of universe we live in, whether there is an afterlife with rewards and punishments, whether justice can be found in this world or the next, if at all there is a next world, and whether we can ever know with certainty the truth of our situations and then act with moral responsibility when and if we think we do. So Hamlet's question, what is the universe in which we live? Will we get the rewards or punishments here only, or will it be given in afterlife? But we don't know. We don't know. આજે હું આ વર્ષે MA માટે મહેનત કરું કે નેટ સેટ કે ટેટ કે યુપીએસસી જીપીએસસી કોઈ પણ માટે આજે મહેનત કરું તો હું આ જન્મમાં એ થાઉં કે આવતા જન્મમાં કલેક્ટર થવાનો છું? How can I know? મહેનત આ જન્મમાં કરવાની છે, કલેક્ટર આવતા જન્મમાં થવાનું છે, તો એ કેમ ખબર પડે? તો how can I get the reward, whether in this life or afterlife? કે પછી કદાચ સ્વર્ગમાં જાવ ને ત્યાં ભગવાન કે તે બહુ મહેનત કરી, હવે અહીંયા તને કલેક્ટર બનાવું. તો પૃથ્વી ઉપર તો કલેક્ટર ન બની શક્યો, પણ હું તને અહીંયા કલેક્ટર બનાવું છું, અહીંયા તને ડીએસપી બનાવું છું, અહીં તને આઈપીએસ ઓફિસર હું બનાવું. એવું હશે કઈ? Will it be like all these things? How can we know? How can we know? Well, some people say કે ત્યાં આવું કાંઈ છે નહીં, ત્યાં તો આધ્યાત્મિકતા ને એવી જ વાત છે. તો પછી ચલો હું ખેસ નાખીને બાવો બની જાઉં, ચલો ફકીર બની જાઉં, તો શું કામ આ બધું ભણવું? તો આપણે બાળપણથી જ લોકોને બાવા બનાવવા માટે જ ભણાવીએ. બાબા બાબીઓ આપણે બનાવતા જઈએ, MA in બાબા મેકિંગ, BA in બાબી મેકિંગ, આપણે એ જ બનાવીએ. આ શું કામ આ કરવું જોઈએ? આપણે શું કામ લોકોને ભગવા ખેસ, સફેદ કલરના ખેસ નાખીને ઝોલા લટકાવીને ફકીરની જેમ બધા રખડતા જ રહે? ફકીરો જ બનાવીએ. જો એ જ હોય, એ જ હકીકત હોય, તો પછી આપણે આ બધું ભણાવીએ શું કામ? અને ભણાવીએ તો એ જ કેમ ન ભણાવીએ કે બધા લોકોને વસ્ત્રો પહેરવા હોય તો પહેરે, ન પહેરવા હોય તો ન પહેરે. લોકો નાગા સાધુ થવું છે, જૈનમાં પણ લોકો વસ્ત્ર પહેરતા નથી, તો એમ બનાવતા હોય તો એક સ્કૂલ શરૂ એ કરીએ, બીજી આ સ્કૂલ કરીએ. Why all these things we do if that is the reality of the human existence? ઈશ્વરને એમાં જ રસ પડતો હોય તો આપણે બધાને એ જ બનાવીએ. Why should we આ બધું ઓનલાઈનમાં આ બર્ડન શું કામ લેવું? Godot ને ભણવાનું, Beckett ને ભણવાનું, આવા બર્ડન લેવા એના કરતા પેલું સારું, એક હાથમાં ચીપિયો અથવા મંજીરા લઈને કેવી મજા આવે. It is so easy life than all this thing. If that is the reality of human existence, why don't we do that? So Hamlet also, what is the truth of our situations? What is the truth of our situations? એ કેમ ખબર પડે? અને એ ખબર પડે પછી મોરલ રિસ્પોન્સિબિલિટી સાથે હું કેમ કાર્ય કરી શકું? કઈ રીતે મારે સમજવું કે હું આ કરું છું એ બરાબર છે કે નહીં? આ કરવાથી હું પાપ કરતો હોઉં તો, તમારા બધા ઉપર અત્યાચાર થતો હોય તો, અને અત્યાચારનો ભોગ મારે કોરોનાગ્રસ્ત થઈને બનવાનું આવે તો, ઈશ્વર કે આ અત્યાચાર કર્યો, 2-3 કલાક ઓનલાઈનમાં બધા લોકોની હેરાનગતિ કરી. So now the punishment will be given to you. So then how we understand whether what I am doing is right or wrong? How can we know those things? These are the questions which Hamlet is raising. We don't have any answers. And then waiting for Godot in many ways simply extends those uncertainties. Not many uncertainties. All those uncertainties are extended by waiting for Godot. Why are we here? Why are we here? Are we alone in this uncaring universe? Are we alone in this uncaring universe? or there is somebody somewhere, ક્યાંય કોઈ છે કે નહીં, એ કલ્પનાને આધારે પણ નાસા કેટલા બધા વૈજ્ઞાનિકોને આકાશમાં મોકલે છે, એસ્ટ્રોનોટ્સને અવકાશમાં મોકલે છે, અને ત્યાં એ બેઠા બેઠા દૂરબીનથી બધું જોયા કરે છે ક્યાંય કોઈ છે કે નહીં. સ્પેસ સ્ટેશન બનાવ્યું છે આપણે ઉપર, અને સ્પેસ સ્ટેશનમાં 2-4 લોકો બેઠા જ હોય ત્યાં. આપણે સુનિતા વિલિયમ્સ, કલ્પના ચાવલા, we have seen, એ પણ જઈ આવ્યા. અને ત્યાં શું કરે એ લોકો? બસ એ જ તલાશમાં કે આપણે એકલા છે કે બીજું કોઈ છે. અને હજી સુધી બીજું કોઈ દેખાયું નથી. હજી સુધી આપણો પૃથ્વીનો ગોળો લખોટા જેવો લાગે ત્યાંથી ફોટોગ્રાફ્સ મોકલે, ફેસબુક ઉપર અપલોડ કરે, ઇન્સ્ટાગ્રામમાં મૂકે. નાસા પણ બધે છે, નાસા પણ ફેસબુક, ઇન્સ્ટાગ્રામમાં છે, અને ત્યાં એ ફોટોગ્રાફ શેર કરતા રહે છે લોકો. બટ સ્ટીલ હજી સુધી આપણને કોઈ બીજું દેખાયું નથી. આપણે અવાજો પણ બહુ મોકલા છે કે કોઈ સાંભળે ક્યાંક અવકાશમાં અને કોઈ જવાબ આપે આપણા અવાજનો. બટ નો, uncaring universe and nobody else is found. Nobody else is found. કેટલા બધા ગોળાઓ આપણને મળ્યા છે, કેટલા બધા પ્લેનેટ્સ આપણે શોધી લીધા છે, તો પ્લેનેટ ઉપર લાઈફ છે કે નહીં ખબર નથી. આપણે માર્સ સુધી પહોંચ્યા તો ત્યાંય તલાશ કરીએ છીએ, મૂનમાં તલાશ કરીએ પણ ક્યાંય કોઈ લોકો નથી મળતો, ક્યાંય કોઈ જીવ નથી મળતો. That is the quest, that are we all alone in this uncaring universe or not? What are we to do while we are here? આપણે અહીં છે ત્યારે કરવાનું શું આપણે? What are we to do while we are here? How can we know? કેમ ખબર પડે? આપણે MA કરીએ, આ કરીએ, તે કરીએ, ઉપર જાય તો કે તમારે MA કરવાનું જ નહોતું, તમે શું કામ MA કર્યું? તો ખબર કેમ પડે કે મારે કરવાનું હતું કે નહીં? હું આજે કરું છું એ જ મારે કરવાનું હતું કે નહીં એ ખબર કેમ પડે મને? How can I know? I don't know. અલ્ટિમેટલી કોઈ એવું પૂછે કે તમે શું કામ કરીને આવ્યા? આ તમારે નહોતું કરવાનું, તો મને ખબર કેમ પડે કે મારે શું કરવાનું છે? How can we know? And ultimately what does it matter? કદાચ ખબર પડી જાય તો એનો અર્થ શું? તો પણ શું ફરક પડે? ખબર પડી જાય તો પણ શું ફરક પડે? What does it matter? So these are all those profound questions which all these three plays are raising. And because of the profundity of the questions, which are answerless, we have interpretations but no answers. And that is why these three great plays are always attracting the attention of the people. Nobody can ever say, in anybody who is a student of literature will be knowing something about these three plays: Oedipus, the Rex, Hamlet, and Waiting for Godot. Anybody who is aware about literature in any languages, they must be aware about this Greek play, English play, and French play. Because, and why? Because there are questions. There are no answers. There are questions, and these questions keep on engaging people time and again. And people are looking for newer and newer kinds of answers, but they are not able to find ultimate answers to all these questions here. So that is where we locate this play. Waiting for Godot is located in this situation where we can see three greatest plays ever written that we can see, and that is coming from William Hutchings' reference here. Okay? Any questions here, anybody? If you have any questions or anything, then you can put here. Yes, any questions, anybody here? Locating Waiting for Godot with three great plays ever written. Why? Because they are asking profound questions which are answerless. We have interpretations, but we do not have ultimate answers raised by these three plays: Oedipus the Rex, Hamlet, and Waiting for Godot. Okay? Any questions? Any addition, anybody?